All right, guys, in this video, I want to talk about SBE and Chargepoint. The merger date. We thought it was tomorrow, but I saw a video a few days ago saying that it got pushed back, that the new date is in January, a month from now, and I couldn't find that information anywhere, so I didn't report on it. I finally found it. The merger date is not tomorrow, and that's what we're going to talk about in this video, so stick around. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me for, I just bit my cheek. I just bit my damn cheek. Ow! Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. This is the second time I did this intro because the first time I did it, I bit my cheek and it hurt. I'm freezing out here. It's like 20 some degrees in Minnesota right now. I have 2 space heaters going in my garage. It's cold, but I do this for you. I really, really do. I bite my cheek and sit in my cold garage for you guys. And I hope you like this video. Oh man, seriously, this was fun to try to find this information. And on the SEC's website, they put every document out there, right? If you go to the SEC's website right now for SBE, this is what you see. Okay, so you see on December 4th, right here, 2020-12-4, that that SBE filed a business securities merger acquisition registration amended. Okay, they filed an amendment. But when you click that, normally, right, this is the document. So I assumed that this was the new document. So when I went and looked through this document for the new merger date, it's not there. So here's what I was missing. I needed to click this because this is the new document. This is the amendment. But now I know I'm never going to make that mistake again. So this is good. So now I use my Command F, little finder, look up Jan, boom, boom, right here. So here is the paragraph stating that the closing date is now January 15th of 2021. We've thought the whole time that this was December 15th for the merger date, okay? But now the closing date is January 15th, 2021. And I don't want to cause any FUD, which stands for fear, uncertainty, and doubt in this stock. But if you look down at the next paragraph, this has me a little bit confused. The use of January 15th, 2021 as the assumed closing date throughout this proxy statement, prospectus, consent solicitation statement is for illustrative purposes only and is not intended to be a projection of the actual closing date. What does that mean? If anybody out there used to work for the SEC, please tell me. Please tell me what this means. I don't know. But I think this isn't necessarily a bad thing. It gives us more time for the stock to run before there's potentially a pullback after the merger, because that is usually what happens after a SPAC merger. Like almost always, right? So I want you guys to be prepared for that and not to be shocked by it if it happens. And we're going to talk about that a little bit later when we cover the share price. Okay, but if anybody knows what this means exactly, right? That this January 15th, 2021 is only for illustrative purposes. Maybe they have to put that in there. Maybe that's just some more legal jargon just in case they decide to change the date. I don't know. So that's something to be aware of, is that we thought it was December 15th. Now it's January 15th, but it isn't for sure January 15th. Okay, so you guys have to keep that in mind when you think about SBE and Chargepoint, but I think it isn't necessarily a bad thing, and I'm going to show you why. So let's look at the chart. Okay, so today we're off of a high of about $40. $39.98 was the high of the price range today. So we eventually got to $35.21 after hours. This stock moves quickly, guys. It really, really, really does. And I think overall it's a good thing that the merger date got pushed back, because I think it gives it more time for this stock to run up further. There are some people putting a $50 price target on this stock before the merger. There's one video I watched. I'm laughing because it's hilarious. There's one video that I watched that had a $3,000 price target on Chargepoint. $3,000. Talk about clickbait. If you guys ever see me clickbaiting like that bad, because I'll probably clickbait every once in a while because it's kind of fun. But like that, spank me, because I deserve it. I deserve a spanking because I've been a naughty boy. If I put a price target of Chargepoint of $3,000 right now, especially, right? Things could change. I don't know. Chargepoint could one day be worth $2 trillion in 2121. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe next year. That would make us all very rich. That would be very, very nice. But it's probably not going to happen, so don't get your hopes up. But the reason I talk about a pullback after the merger is almost certain. If you go over pretty much every recent merger, the most recent one that I'm doing a lot of research on right now is Desktop Metal. It's a perfect example of a major pullback after the merger. Look at this. Look at this chart, okay? So we have a high of $25.42 set on December 9th. And then today it got all the way down to $15.56. It's recovered a little bit, right? It's at $16.93. This is a company that I'm going to be talking about soon, but it's a complicated company, and I want to give it justice, so I'm doing a lot of research on this company before I speak about it. But I'm excited about it, and I think it may be time to buy Desktop Metal, and we'll talk about that in a future video. But this gives you a good idea of what could happen from a pullback standpoint. I mean, you could see a 30 to 40% correction in SBE after the merger. But now that merger isn't tomorrow, right? It's in a month. So we could see that $50 price point on SBE before the merger, and then it only pulls back to 35. You know what I mean? That could be a good thing, right? So I want you guys to think about SBE that way. I want you to think about Chargepoint in a more long-term way, because most of us who watch these videos on Chargepoint or make these videos on Chargepoint are really excited about Chargepoint and their future. Remember, Chargepoint is the largest provider of EV charging stations here in the US and North America and Europe. They have over 70% market share here in the US. I mean, this is a massive, massive company. This is a big deal. And they have contracts with different cities for their charging stations. I mean, this is a big company that's going to be around for a long time. They really will. I have no doubt that they will. But again, not a financial advisor, just a guy making mildly entertaining YouTube content for you guys, hopefully making you smile every once in a while, and hopefully helping you guys be more informed when you invest. That's it. That's my goal. So with SBE, what do I think? I think we're going to see more of a run up until the merger, and I think we'll see a pullback. I think we're likely to see a pullback because that's usually what happens. So that's what I'm planning for. So you have to think that way, right? Like, think what might happen so that you're not shocked by it, so that you can make more informed decisions and better decisions once those things happen. It could skyrocket up until the merger. It could get to $60, I don't know, right? And only pull back down to 40. So this could still be a good entry point, right? We never know. We don't have a crystal ball. We can only make guesses when it comes to this sort of thing because we don't really know. Now, I don't think that this is on a lot of people's radar. I don't think a lot of people know that the merger date was pushed back, but I could be wrong. So tomorrow could come and we could see more of a pullback because people aren't sure what happened. They're like, what's going on? I thought the merger was today. So you guys have to let me know what you think. Are you still a bull on Chargepoint? Are you excited? How far do you think it's going to run up before the merger? Do you think it's going to dip more? I want to get your opinion because I love that type of dialogue that we have as a community. So keep up the good work. And remember, we did a live stream not that long ago to celebrate 10,000, or we just surpassed 19,000, which blows my freaking mind, you guys. I committed to give away $2,000 if we reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We obviously hit that milestone, obviously. So that's really, really exciting. So we still have 3 more of you that I need to pick to win $500. So all you have to do is comment on that live stream. That's it. If you know somebody that may be interested in what we do on this channel and what we talk about, share that video with them. If you know someone that could use $500, hopefully before Christmas, share that video with them. All right, guys, as always, if you didn't already do it, click that beautiful red subscribe button down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.